lot of people in my comments have pointed out that they believe Emily from American Horror Story Apocalypse may be the same Emily mentioned in Roanoke. So to refresh your memory, Lee Harris from Roanoke had another daughter besides Flora. In episode 3 of Roanoke, Sydney is interviewing Lee and brings up Emily. He says, Emily says hello. She wonders why you quit looking for her all those years ago. In the same episode, Lee continues to talk about Emily, and she says that she was 17 years old when she gave birth to Emily. And when Emily was around 4 years old, Lee left Emily in the car when she was going into the store for just 5 minutes. When she returned to the car, Emily was gone, and Lee never saw her again. This plot point of Emily was never brought up again in Roanoke, and it seems to be quite a major character point to never be talked about again. Now, in American Horror Story Apocalypse, we have a character named Emily, who is a young adult, probably in her late teens or early 20s. So, does the timeline fit? Unfortunately, Roanoke does not give us an exact age of the real-life Lee Harris, but Adina Porter was around 45 years old when she filmed Roanoke, which means it would have been around 30 years since 4-year-old Emily went missing, which would make present-day Emily in her mid-30s. But actors and actresses tend to play young, so just for the sake of the theory, let's say that Lee Harris was in her 30s during the story of Roanoke, so that would mean Emily went missing between 13 and 23 years ago, which would mean present-day Roanoke Emily would be between 17 years old and 27 years old. So if we assume that present-day Roanoke in Season 6 is around 2016, and the latest episode of Apocalypse is 2021, that would mean the timeline does match up. So if the Emily in Apocalypse is the same Emily from Roanoke, it is plausible that she would be around 23 years old. American Horror Story unfortunately doesn't give us definite ages, but I do think that it is plausible that this timeline fits both seasons. Mentioning Emily in Roanoke only to never be mentioned again seems like a weird element to bring into this season for it to overall have no significance. The disappearance of Emily was not shown to be linked with the disappearance of Flora and seemed to be forgotten about by everyone. Other than giving the audience a deeper connection to Lee's traumatic past, the Emily plotline in Roanoke was seemingly pointless, unless this was just a hint of what is to come in Apocalypse. We know practically nothing about Emily in Apocalypse's past, besides the fact that she was in jail for protesting on campus. Perhaps the jail story is just a cover-up from her real past, and maybe she was kidnapped by the cooperative. Who knows? Honestly, with this season, nothing is off of the table. Emily is one of the only characters who didn't have a last name on their character portrait, and unlike Timothy, we never see Emily's backstory, or how or why she was chosen to join the outpost. As I've mentioned in previous videos, people are skeptical of Emily, and there's a chance that her character will turn out to be one of those major connections between seasons of American Horror Story. So what do you think? Do you have any other damning evidence that links Apocalypse to another season? Let me know in the comments, leave a like, subscribe, and consider joining my Patreon if you want early content as well as exclusive videos or more cool perks at patreon.com/RyanMurphyverse. Follow us on Twitter at RyanMurphyverse. Thank you all so much for watching, and also thank you for 3,000 subscribers. I deeply appreciate every one of you, and see you next time.